Hello and welcome to Season 6 of our X4 Foundations Let's Play Poorly series. We are going to be moving to the public beta for 7.50, which has a bunch of new changes. The big one being the flight model. Second biggest one being changes to the graphics. So before we get started, we're just going to take a look here at what the what the new options might be. Graphics settings. I'm going to keep it the way it is because I like the way mine works. But we will be getting, I think, some new upscaling options. The particular one, I think DL, whatever it is, DLSS 3 or you know, those things. Those are going to be improved. The other one, FSR, I think 2.0 is getting added at some point. It's not in there yet, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, I like the quality that I have right now, so I'm not going to mess with that. The big thing then for us is going to be the change in the flight model. So we're going to have some fun with that. I'm going to try to start a new game here, Open Universe. And instead of picking one of these starts, we're going to do a custom game. Can't do budgeted because I do have some mods on. I am keeping... nope. I am going to be keeping the mods that I currently have, nearly all of them that I'm using for my space trucking series, for example. Hopefully none of these will impact the public beta or be impacted by it. Most of these look like they aren't really going to be tied into any of the changes, but we'll see. If that's the case, we'll, you know, cut them out, and if they mess things up, we'll just start over. This is a public beta after all. We're not in it for the long haul, really, but we're going to give it a go. So let's go ahead and go into creative, and I'm going to go ahead and put it together and describe what I've done after I am back. Okay, I'm not doing too much, so we just got ourselves a name. We have the blueprint for the dock. We're going to start with a little discoverer. We will also have the headquarters because I've got the HQ with Bozota. We're not going to know anything. We're just going to start in Argon Prime, and we're going to have Grand Exchange. I'm not going to do too much adjustments there. The main thing is I'm going to give myself 5 Kestrel Vanguards, each of which have 50 advanced satellites, just so we can get some of our sectors explored and checked out as quickly as possible. And then last thing I'll do is I'll give myself basic teleportation. And we'll start with that. All right, and briefly before we get into it, we're going to take a quick look at the public beta changelog here. So like we said, a new flight model with corresponding rebalancing. Boost now has its own energy pool. Improved gravitar display, and then support for FSR3 and DLSS. I'll have to take a look at that. Like I said, I'm not using it in my current setup, but that's okay. And then a whole host of updated stuff, adding things, removed things, not too many. For example, remove temporary drone mode, trading from cargo drone settings, and so on. And then improved elements, like balancing the internal ship storage of all capital ships, and so on. And then fixes, a whole bunch of fixes, a whole mess of fixes. And yeah, that's exciting. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, that's not where we need to be. We need to be over here. All right, so we got some messages, timeline, and then the Hatikva. That's the first one. Well, the first thing we should probably do... Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know anything. First thing we need to do is get our Kestrels out here. And we're going to skip the hexagon pattern and use satellite probes. And you're going to go... All right. Oh, that's right. I've got to fix my Oh wait, where'd it go? They not... Wait, hang on a second. Where's my extension options? Extension options, where'd you go? There's no extension options. Well, that's gonna mess up my ability to reset my my mouse, but all right. I'll figure it out. Oh my, already I can tell. Oh yeah. I would not normally be able to do this. This is exciting. And there's that horrible creaking sound is gone. All right, I like that change. So let's get on the ribbon here. Whoop, nope, that's not how you do that. Let's try this boost. Yeah, and then we've got its own boost option now, boost power, which is a nice handy change. All right, we're gonna sit here and do that.
Choice.
Meanwhile, Kestrel Vanguard, we're just gonna have you fly over there. Oh, we got another story mission. Oh yeah, we'll get to that at some point. Oh, for you, you know what you should do? You should actually... No. We need to deploy our advanced satellite. Right about there. You can deploy advanced satellite right about here.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Oh no, I'm going to put my first one up here in this spot where we know we're going to run into the xenon stuff, but that's probably going to be a bit farther up. There we go.
Entering system.
All right, and then you are going to come over here. Nope, don't need to rename you. I just need to send you over here. All right, number 2, are you in there yet? Yes, you are. And now you're going to switch to Sector Explorer with probes and skip the pattern. Are you done? Yeah, you did your thing.
System. Right promise.
Have I done this one yet? No. Okay, so we're going to... Oh no, come on.
Entering system. Trinity Sanctum.
All right, we still got the leave highway now for the other mission, for the Reno Mara Heticos thing. Oh, here we go. Numankaret's telling us about the gate to the boron space.
Witnessed the extraordinarily rare reactivation of a jump gate. The Alliance of the Word has assembled an expedition to study this rare event. A reactivation, able to be investigated scientifically, is an exceedingly uncommon opportunity.
You've done that.
Join us.
Let's send you over here.
Awaiting orders.
Who's waiting now? Oh, you're done. Okay. And now you get Sector Explorer.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim. Entering system.
Oh yeah, right. You have to see those things. Okay. We back here again. All right, down to Holy Vision. Oh. So many things start out like everything happens right up front, especially when you got all of these no. Satellites and skip
Entering
pattern.
System.
There we go.
True sight.
Requesting immediate backup.
Entering system. Second contact.
It's gonna be a lot of missions starting out.
Awaiting orders.
All right, this is the last one. And Sector Explorer. With probes and skip. Alright, here we go. Now we're properly doing stuff.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Where am I going? Oh, right over there. Wait, am I? Am I upside down? Wait. Oh no, I'm right here. Okay. So there's been talk about the change of the flight model, and there's some videos on YouTube, people showing what's going to be changing. I haven't looked at them yet, so I don't actually know, but I will probably have some more info by the time we get to episode 2. Other than what I know from watching this, which is that we have a lot more control. We have a lot more control over our orientation, even in travel mode. Which is really quite nice, because honestly, there was not too much value in not having that, because you could always go to flight assist off and then swap back. And it was a little finicky, and you kind of had to have a little bit of artistry in the way you did it. But if you figured it out, then it wasn't really an impediment. And so there's no real, truly gameplay value for not letting you make those turns. So it's a little bit tighter, a little bit slower on the turns, but it's not as bad as it was before. Or as limited as it was before. It wasn't bad, it was just, yeah, it was just what it was. And yeah, and there is definitely a fluidity to the movement now that I do like.
Docking granted.
Oh, geez. And then also things like that where it seems we have a lot more control, a lot more agility than we thought we did.
Successfully docked.
All right, let's head over.
Welcome.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. Again, public beta. Whoa, public beta. Oh, hello. Oh, that's all jankied out a little bit, but we're okay. We're just gonna pass our way through this.
We've signed a number of promising new trade contracts.
They've changed your voice.
Circumstances have left us spread a bit thin.
Green, we have an issue.
You changed your
with the
voice.
I hear you, doll. I'll be
He
there
keeps
in a
saying
minute.
"or fighter," though. He still says
It
"or fighter."
seemingly never ends.
Wow.
We've prepared a freighter for you to fly over to one of our new partners.
And the script is different.
Honestly, as long as you can deliver those goods on time, I'll be happy. If you do that, the ship's as good as yours. If you screw us over, well, the worst we can do is revoke your docking privileges. Sorry to cut and run, but there's something that needs my attention. I look forward to seeing how you do.
That's cool, and I like that there's a little Christmas vibe going on in this office here, which is kind of funny considering she doesn't seem like that sort. Wow. But okay, but so now here's the thing. I am not one of those people who thought that the voice acting in, previously was bad. It was specifically non-native English speakers doing non-native English. Okay, yeah,
That's the ship.
interesting.
We'll
And-
grant you access now.
And it is what it is,
Take
right?
good care
Like,
of her.
so
We don't have much in the budget for repairs.
that's just, sci-fi, right? It doesn't have to, not everybody has to speak exactly the same way, or even
Sentinel.
necessarily be extremely fluent in the language. And so, yes, some of the line readings were a little strange because the person reading the lines doesn't actually know English and doesn't know how to create the right cadence and the right emphasis. But who cares? It's fiction. It's allowed to be whatever it is. Now, I'm not upset at the change. But I definitely did like what it was like before. Reno Omara had a specific vibe to her, and I liked it. So this is going to be very annoying. We don't get our extension options back. Gonna have to read up, see maybe there's something got changed there.
Autopilot.
Well, we're gonna autopilot
engaged.
this actually. While we do that, I'm actually gonna see if maybe I can track down what happened. Alright, well, I asked a question on the Steam forum to see if maybe somebody knows what's going on with that.
System. Silent witness.
I imagine the answer is, well, you're not supposed to be playing the public beta with mods, so there's no reason to have that in there right now. Which, fair. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, you're a heavy mother, aren't you? There we go. And actually, he's not that heavy. He's a tiny little guy. He's a tiny little ship. Tiny little freighter. If they change nothing except the creaking stressed metal sound for 7.5, I'd be happy. I'm so glad that that's gone. And it makes sense that it's gone because we do have more maneuverability, so it is the idea of the straining of the body of the ship against the travel drive no longer makes sense. And honestly, it never really made sense to begin with in terms of the way physics actually works, but yeah, you know, that's fine. Because in real space, movement on different axes does not impact stress in the same way, unless you're under constant acceleration in one of those axes. But like if you're not accelerating and then you rotate, there really shouldn't be stress in the way there would be if you were accelerating and then tried to rotate in some fashion.
Docking granted.
But you know, it's a game. At least there's no sweet spot like there is in Elite Dangerous.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Done.
Hello there, Captain. I understand you're delivering goods on behalf of Hatikva. Please stand by while we run some checks. All clear. Sorry about that. We're happy to see Hatikva move away from those sketchy dealings of the past. If it means fewer scale plate pack ships in our space, I'm all for it. Just watch your back out there, Captain.
All right, let's head back to Reen. Oh, what? Why are you... What are you doing? Oh, you just are docked. You're... That icon seems odd. But that's okay. We'll live with it. I would expect the pause, not this one, because we don't have anybody sitting in the cockpit, so there isn't actually any command for it right now, which is, I mean, how does that work? Yeah. Still getting decent frame rates. I think maybe a touch better than we've had before. Caught it. But maybe not. Maybe it's about the same. I'm getting about 50 FPS right now, which for me is more than adequate. If you've been watching my videos since way back in the day,
Entering system.
you'll remember that I
Take
was
fast
tolerating
choice.
15. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm getting 15. This is fantastic. And it wasn't until I got my new gaming laptop that I was actually breaking 30 on a regular basis. And then I think X4 version 5, I think update 5 was the big graphical improvement as well. So one of the cool things about the new flight model is that it is being built from input by one of the Star Citizen developers, former developer, I think. Now, whatever you might think about Star Citizen, and I have opinions, I'm sure everybody does, their flight model, while not perfect, is surprisingly good. More complex than it really needs to be.
Docking granted.
Come on, let's talk. Come on now. But it's decent. It's more than decent. It's actually quite good.
Successfully docked. Callisto.
The physics are pretty solid. And so having that input in here is really nice. The idea of Egosoft wanting to update the flight model to make it feel more modern and more interesting. So here we go.
Captain, good to see you back.
Ah, this must be the new recruit.
Things went smoothly, I take it.
Yeah,
This is
everything's
Dalbasta.
changed.
He's
I
been
wonder
helping
if
us in our
the
efforts to expand our business.
the visual glitches are happening because of the Christmas stuff, or
one
just
way to
because
put
it's
it.
public beta.
As
I
you
mean,
may
it would
have
be
heard,
both,
a
but like,
Hatikva freighter was destroyed earlier today. It seems that the Scale Plate Pact don't like the idea of us going clean.
Unfortunately, this is what happens when you act on bad intel.
That's something we're looking to improve on.
yeah.
If you're willing, I'd
I
like
like
you to
her new
help us.
voice.
Our goal is to break all ties with Scale Plate, while making sure they don't continue harassing us.
It
Easier said than
sounds
done, but
like,
with the right preparation.
again, it's a non-native speaker. I don't think it's a native
I'll be
speaker
on my
putting
ship.
on the
Look
Reno
forward
Mara
to working
accent.
with you.
It does sound like a non-native speaker,
He's nothing if not confident.
but it's good. Hey, like I said, I like the old one. I like the new one. No complaints. There is a bit better quality of the line reading, putting emphasis in the right places in a way that the old voice actor did not. Like I said, I don't particularly mind
what
one
do
way or the
you
other.
say?
Yeah, I'm in.
Glad to hear it. I'll let Dal know. Just follow his instructions and you'll be fine. Why don't you go chase Dal down? I'm sure he'd want to show off his ship.
Yeah, fun. That's fun. I like it. That's a good voice. Yeah, the voice is great. This voice is great. I'm happy. I fucking love this game. I probably haven't said it in a while, but really, this really is my favorite game of all time. There's no question. Like, nothing comes close.
Ah, Captain, welcome aboard my ship. She's a beauty, isn't she? She's equipped with the best surveillance and computing technology around, and you couldn't ask for a better crew. Handpicked them myself. So, what can I do for you?
We were just in her office, buddy. Like, there's a confidence level here that is starting to drop now that you don't remember what's going on. So, where can I help?
Get started. How about we give you a nice, simple task to begin with? We need more information regarding scale plate supply lines and distribution methods. Anything to help us in predicting their movements and behavior. It's also something the local law enforcement would be interested in knowing. You'll be acquiring that data from one of their stations. For that, you'll need a computer worm to confuse their security protocols. Lucky for you, we can have one prepared in no time. You'll need a nimble ship, perhaps a scout. Just in case you need to get out of there quick. We'll send you the worm program when it's ready.
Yeah, that's never been a problem. They don't really attack you right away. This is a very early mission in the overall process of the game, so they're not going to be like throwing crap at you right out of the gate. So we're going to go back to the Discoverer. Yeah, we're not getting the flip out. We're not getting that weird flip out of the graphics now that we have moved between zones away from the Christmas room. So I have a feeling it's probably the Christmas elements that have messed up the visuals in that area. Okay, so before I get in here, you don't have... How do you not have a... oh shit! Who's under attack? I don't want you to be under attack. What are you doing in Tharkus Cascade? Oh, you piece of shit. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there! Oh my god, okay, now it's messing up. No! Fly! Oh god. Go!
Do not wave at the station's security cameras.
Explore. Go in there, go in there, go in there, go in there. Go, 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 go. Oh! You're gonna die. Alright, fine. You're gonna die. I'm just gonna let you go. Alright. You are doing your thing, you're doing your thing. Alright, maybe, you know what we need here? We need... advanced satellites, there we go. You gonna go on your own? Yes, okay. I'm impressed that you've survived this far, but you're really not gonna last for much longer. It's interesting that the time slices are different. We're not getting updates as fast as we used to in 7.1. And I have a feeling that's on purpose to reduce the overhead, the computational overhead when you're on the map. Yeah. It's a little jarring, but fine.
Discoverer.
We've uploaded the worm to your ship database. Don't worry, it won't do anything to your systems. The safest method of delivery is through an external vulnerability. You can usually find some on poorly maintained stations. We leave it up to you which station to target. Just let the program do its thing.
All right, where are we going? You're really still alive. You're just running. You're just booking it. No, you should be dead. Why aren't you dead? It's crazy. All right, let's find a scale plate. I know there's one up here somewhere. Yeah. It's interesting that the left and right thrust still twist your cockpit a little bit, which was always goofy, because if that were real, then that would mean that your ship was actually being rotated and not slewed, and so it wouldn't actually work. But you know, it's fine. We're getting a lot more glitchiness now. I'm wondering if I need to reload. I'm betting that's the issue there.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Oh, well, no, it's cleared up. Hasn't it? Has it cleared up? Yeah, it has. Yeah, this flight model, like I said, I don't have a full feel for it yet in terms of what have changed other than the travel mode turning, but it just feels smoother. I wouldn't be surprised if the decrease in the tick rate on the map is compensating for an increase in the tick rate in reading control mechanisms. Because I am feeling a responsiveness that I don't think I've felt before. And that suggests, oh god, it suggests that the... Oh, I thought I had it. It suggests that the game is reading my inputs more rapidly, more frequently per second, which of course would be its own form of overhead. So I could be wrong about that, of course. A lot of this could be
Entering
placebo.
Silent Witness 11.
All right, yeah, he's dead. Poor guy. I don't like the mouse being there. Go away, mouse. It's unfortunate that Egosoft hasn't fixed that problem. Even though I've mentioned it multiple times. I mean, okay. To be fair, they've given me a lot of the stuff that I specifically have asked for that no one else has asked for. For example, the ability to deselect using a control surface rather than clicking on the screen. So I now there is now a button, a hotkey option for deselecting. I think that's been around for a couple of versions, but it was like I was constantly asking for it on the forum. Please, 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 please give me a deselect button. Please, please, please give me a deselect button. And then they finally did. And I was like, oh my god, this makes my experience 100 times better. Because, of course, the problem was before that you would select something, you'd have something selected using your joystick, say, but the only way to deselect was to use your mouse and click in open territory. And that just absolutely annihilated immersion for me. Spaceships should not be operated by mice. So they added the deselect, made me super happy. They've added a few other things that I can't think of off the top of my head. Yeah, the Gravitar is looking real saucy now. I love that. Ah, look at you go. It's completely different. I think it's a completely different geometry interpretation. Maybe a little bit more Elite Dangerous-y? Hard to tell. Like it seems like it is warping around. Yeah. Anyway, so I can't complain that much about the fact that they haven't fixed the cursor issue.
Scan mode to look for any data leaks. If you have any spacesuit EMP mines, you could use them to expose further leaks.
Oh, that mod isn't working. Now again, there's no reason why it should be. I mean, this is public beta. Like I'm not super surprised. But Signal Leak Hunter is not doing its thing. And you know what? Well, no, extension options is part of the game. So it's not like it got added. It's just, I think maybe the tie-in from Reset Mouse isn't working, or any of the ones, and so extension options maybe doesn't appear unless there's a mod that's tying into it, and if none of the mods are being allowed to tie in, or there's something changed in the way they tie in, that would explain why that is missing. Anyway, QWERTY works with Egosoft now, so hopefully that'll get addressed.
This is Al. We're getting data from the worm program. Good work. Now get out of there safely.
Oh, I'm totally going the wrong way. Let's turn around. Now we're going that way.
Looks like you've got some scale plate ships after you.
That's just on me. That's on me for not getting out of the way fast enough. I'll be alright. Maybe let's just go say hello to the dust factory there.
This is Dal.
We've had another freighter targeted by scale plate. No casualties this time, but they're limping home. I hope you found something we can use to make them think twice.
It just so happens that we've gathered a wealth of information on their logistics, thanks to the new recruit. We're prepared to do some harassment of our own.
I'm sick of us being toyed with. I leave it up to you, Dal. Just don't go overboard.
What did we just
Seems that we have a new
get
mission.
chased by
I
there for a
already
second?
have something in mind. I'll send you information on the materials you'll need.
There's my deselect. Yay! Oh, it's a cock forager. All right, before we do anything, let's go ahead and save. And we'll go fight the forager. And then I think that'll be the end of the episode. The damn mouse. Oh, that's right. I'm in a piece of shit ship. But I am going to try using boost more, since I don't have to worry about it eating my shields. Okay, yeah. I like it. I like that change.
You have no chance.
And it really does feel... Yeah, the flight model does feel different. I don't know how to describe the difference. And like I said, it could be placebo. But I swear it's smoother. Alright, come on, we gotta get closer. Nope, that's not how you do that. Me and my little dinky plink plink tap gun. And these suckers are moving more fluidly as well. The enemy is better.
Falcon.
Oh,
Vanguard.
ah! Oh, and there's that scale plate. Okay, yeah, that is... That's not my power distribution system failing. That's the graphics going wonky.
You should consider.
Accelerator.
Oh, fuck!
Silent witness. 11.
Boost! All right, yeah, I like that. Boost separated from shield. Scale plate coming to kick my ass. All right, which way to get out? I think that's the entrance over that way. Yep, I can see it by the direction of the squigglies. All right, I'm gonna try the tried and true flight assist off. See how this looks with the new flight model. Boom. Nope, 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 nope. That was on me. Nope, I didn't do it quickly enough or early enough. Damn it. Could also be that it, again, the fluidity of the flight model has changed the way the vector changes work when you switch back on the flight assist. All right.
Entering silent witness. 11.
And we are good. So I'm just gonna get a little bit out of the way here, so that we don't encounter scale plate as soon as we come back in. What are you? Uh-oh. Well, I can't do anything to you with this ship. That's annoying. But it is what it is. And we're gonna leave it here. When we come back, continue trying to help Hatikva, work on getting more of these guys done with... Oh, Jesus, no, you need to get the hell out of there, buddy. I don't want you anywhere near there. Go, 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 go.
This will be bad news for
Falcon.
Oh, no! They're still coming for me. All right, well. That'll be a problem for future me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.